Hello,
Can you
Eduardo.
hear me?
Yes, yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I just love you so much,
Yeah.
honestly. I'm in the United States, in California, and I came across you like a year ago, and this year has just been like amazing because everything that you speak is just it's just true, you know. And at times there's just like confusion because it seems like everyone else around me is still in the midst of the mind.
Yes.
And, it's like at times I feel lonely, but then I just like put on a video of yours and just hear every word that you speak, and it hits my heart every single time.
This is beautiful.
And I've been waiting for this moment to talk to you for a good amount of time because you have saved my life. You just have given me everything and asked for nothing. And I just I'm just so thankful and grateful to be able to have you in my life.
Yes.
And yeah,
It is wonderful, that you see, although as you are discovering and moving beyond the shallow field of personhood and discovering the truth of yourself, you see, it is true for many people, for almost all who are on this internal discovery journey. You will start to feel that there's not so many people you can relate to from this place. And that, I want you to know, it is a natural phenomenon. It will happen like that for a while. But it also gives you time to not bring this into a social limited space. And that for a while it is important also to learn to be alone for a while, not just to be with this, and to keep marinating in what you have discovered and what you are discovering, you see. Because the self does not really need friends in so much. I'm going to say this now. And you'll find that although it might feel you're left alone with less people to relate to, but your being is expanding so enormously that you're able to be in each contact, you have a truer interaction with each contact, even without words. You may notice at some time, just as you stay, you're able to feel very, very much grounded and in harmony with any environment if you have no expectations of them. And in time, in the right time, just leave it to the self and to the unfolding. It will bring to you those who are, destined to meet up with you, to have a better flow of communication. At the same time, we don't reject those that we love, and the people many people that you have met in your life, they love you. It's just that they may not be able to relate to where you are at this moment. And that is not so unusual because, in fact, we are each so unique, even at the personal level. So it is understandable that, one of the things you will experience is a sense of being cocooned in a new discovering that, and then at the same time, not being able to relate to the usual associations that you have for a while. But regard it as a blessing. It's a tremendous blessing to hear from someone like yourself, Eduardo, right now, speaking like this in the space of a year of coming into understanding like that. That is tremendous, And actually, I don't think anybody can understand anybody else. We just think we do. We think, we have a picture of each other. But you're moving out deeper than the picture zone into a space of being And this beingness corresponds to all expressions in the world, actually.
Yeah, you know, like I said, every word you speak is just so true. You know, when I had this quote unquote like awakening experience, right? When I experienced just pure awareness, you know, just like I was here, but there was no noise, there was no mind, you know, there was nothing. I had no idea what that was. You know, when that happened, I was on this journey of self-development. You know, I started to read self-development books, how to become a better person, you know, how to manifest the life that I wanted. You know, that's the kind of like the path that I was on. And then this experience happened, and it was the opposite of what I was doing. And then you came into my life, and you by the invitation of freedom, you brought me back to that place. You know, you not even brought me back to that place, because I've always been here. And now everything, like everything, every sensation, everything, every emotion, every feeling, every idea, every thought, is seen. You know, before it arises, I am here already. And you know, the mind has this trick, and it's the dream, right? The things that it aspires to do. And at times it has, like, I can see that the pull is stronger because of the current situation, the current life that I'm experiencing. And then it paints this beautiful picture of what could be experienced if I only do so, you know? At the same time, I trust you. I trust when you say to just stay and just observe.
Yes.
And let your life unfold, you know? And that part right there, to let my life unfold, has been a gradual, it has taken some time to like really accept that, you know, because like you said, because of the habit of wanting to put things in certain place to fulfill what we feel like is going to give us a certain feeling.
Yes.
But it's not true, because everything's already here. I don't need to go and do something to find happiness. I don't need to do something to feel joyful, to feel love, or to feel any of those things. It's already here. It's just, like you say, it's just eclipsed by the projections that our mind, or the projections of society, or whatever it is. And I don't want to live another day in the lie. I just can't do it. I can't wake up another day doing it. I just can't.
This is an amazing testimony, because what you are doing, the gift you are offering of yourself, is the gift you're receiving of yourself, actually. And what is happening, actually, I mean, I really hope everyone who is watching today are really paying attention to what is being said here. That is very profound, what you're sharing. And that, to one point, is that whatever arises in the mind or in the outer world or whatever, you are already here to see it appearing, to see it playing, and to see it passing also. And that is a profound recognition, because that is a fact anyway, but it is not understood and recognized, the profundity of that you are here. And you point out another point, which is great, that yes, the mind seems to become even more cunning sometimes, because this has been our habit for so long, the association of thinking that somehow it will keep on projecting new adventures. It will always keep sending you on other journeys. But you have caught it that, wait a second, but I'm watching the journeys, the intention of journeys, the actuality of journeys, and the end of journeys. They come and go, and I'm still here. And for someone to grasp what that is, because often we are buying into the projections and the promises made by the mind. because we have been so much conditioned, cultured, to somehow give that great importance to these things, and not having a time. It's not that we don't have the time to stop. It appears as though we don't have the time. It's not the time we don't have. It's more the urge seems to get blocked. We are so easily distracted by the promises of becoming a better person, getting a better job, doing this, doing that, and so on. But I love that you see this, and how powerful, how potent it is when you see things and recognize that even the seeing of things, you are here before them. You're watching the seeing and what is seen playing out. And just putting the attention on the place where even the act of perceiving is being observed. I cannot say how powerful, how profound that is. It begins to cut the restless traffic of the mind and person and brings you back, so to speak, into your life of equanimity, harmony, peace, stability, love, wisdom. Everything is coming like this. And you say contrary to what you expected also, while trying to develop a personal sense of self, knowing that the person is unstable, it's ever changeful, it's not reliable. All that you see comes and goes. That's not to say they're bad, it's just that you're understanding the nature of the phenomenal world. Everything comes and goes. Even your own moods and feelings and thoughts, they're coming and going. Your identity is always changing and so on. Only this, the deepest place from where even the act of seeing is perceived, is unchanging. And I feel that this is one thing that is a great possibility in the human kingdom, to discover that alone which is unchanging. And because of the momentum and the urge and the anxieties that come in the mind, this traffic of sensations and of ego identity and all of this, we seem not to be able to look behind the screen of the mind into the truth of self. So whenever I find someone or recognize someone like you, who actually, when I say you must be the proof that truth is, not as an idea, not as a concept, not merely even as a belief, but as the evidence. You see, blessed is the one whose life is the evidence of the true. But evidence to who? It has to be one who themselves are in the search for that truth. Because many people are not able to grasp what is happening to you. They may even have the contrary sort of interpretation that, wow, what's happening to you? Eduardo, what's happening? You're so quiet, man. Are you saying everything right? Is everything right? Is everything... You see, they will not be able to... But don't be disheartened by that. This is not a 21st century phenomenon, okay? That people, as you are waking up to the truth of yourself, that people are not going to come and embrace you immediately. You have some tests to go through, some little doors, some portals you will pass through. But you stay with it, because it is stronger than belief. It is directly experienced, you see. I feel that, so happy for this, that you're flowering in your own being. And just, like I say, observe, recognize, keep marinating in the richness of your discovering, And don't make, like I was saying earlier to the previous person, don't make any rigid assessment or conclusion about anything. Just stay like this open space. And you find that life is unfolding as it does, And it seems like everything is following a divine timing if you leave it and don't go just with the mind's projection. But it will take time, and you're stabilizing more and more in the richness of your discovering.
This life is for freedom, and
yes.
That's all. It's like not that it's all that matters, but like I just can't, like, I can't turn around anymore. You know, there's no going back. Like, yeah, and I'm so thankful and grateful to be able to have this conversation with you. I
love you.
I love you so much.
Wonderful, wonderful. The joy for me is to see each one returning to their own heart's truth. And that is the most reliable stage or state. Every other state to do with personhood and past and time is fickle relative to what I'm speaking. Here is stable. And all the intuitive powers that are latent in you come alive in this more and more, like that, you see. And if I could, with each one right now again, just to say, as we are right now, if I may invite you just to follow my words for a moment, just as we are here now, and you are naturally aware of your physical presence, you are here now. Your awareness of your physical being is observed, it's observable right now. If all the thoughts or the traffic of thoughts that come, these tourist thoughts that come right now, even your questions, however great they are for a moment, just leave them to the side for the moment. Just leave everything to the side. Whatever you have been hosting as some idea or cherishing as some concept or some philosophical perspective, for everything that arises as mind, the mind traffic, sensations, feelings, just let them play by themselves, but don't be engaged with that. So I say just leave that aside. As though just for a few moments together, as we are now, you are emptying out. Just empty everything out. And it doesn't take long. This is how marvelous and how powerful the consciousness is. If you will it, it obeys. So just like, right now, I'm not going to hold on to even a question or a hope, even to wake up, even the desire to wake up. Just everything that is an intention, simply leave that aside for now. And I see that you can. Empty, 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 empty. Even that sense of I, let it be there only without content. It's just the sense, the intuition, the sense of I. Don't engage with anything for a moment. So just imagine if everything could be taken out of thoughts and sensations, desires, attachments, projections, hopes, aspirations, future, time, past, present, all this left aside just for a few moments. You can do that. And you don't have to concentrate hard for this. Just that you will it is enough. I want you to know that. And now, there's only whatever there is that cannot be taken. Notice this. And it works for everybody. Give yourself this gift for a few moments to leave everything aside, all the thoughts, intentions, all the self-assessments, everything aside. Leave everything out, everything out. Look how possible it is. Be totally empty, 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 beyond even the effort or concept of emptiness, just empty. I'm asking you to do this so that we can look together for a few seconds, okay? A few moments together. Leave everything. What you know and what you don't know, leave everything aside. The body is here, breathing is happening. This is perfectly fine. Nothing suppressed. Just the empty space of being is here. And I'm asking you to do this because when you are totally empty, I can ask you a few questions about what is right now, about this right now. Empty, 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 with no intention at all. So just the space. Of course, if you're empty, you are aware also of emptiness. So the awareness is here now. Whatever is here right now. Is it an object? Please, you can just nod or something indicate that you are following what I'm saying, you see. Whatever you're aware of, whatever is not created. Or I may ask you, are you creating what remains here? No. Okay. Whatever it is that simply is here. Is it moving about? Thank you for your responding, you see. Does it have any shape or size to it? I'm seeing each one of you, and so I'm speaking into your being, right where you are aware. Okay. This that is, which I sometimes, you may have heard me call the isness or the what is there any boundary beyond which it does not exist anymore? Only you here, only you I'm speaking with, you know. Is there any boundary beyond which it does not exist? And you say, no, there's no boundary. Is there any temperature there? Is it cold or hot? No, it is not this. Is it an effort? Is there an effort there? Is it something, is it an effort in any way? No. That which you are aware of, does it have any shape at all? No. Is it an object of perception? Is it a thing that can be perceived at all? Thank you. It is not a thing that can be perceived. Does that mean that it does not exist? Very good. That which you are directly aware of, can it disappear? Can it disappear? Can it fade? Can it fade? No, it's not fadeable, not fade, cannot fade. Can it leave? No, it cannot leave. Did you create it? Thank you. No, you did not create. Can it be destroyed? I'm so watching your response. Can it be destroyed? Does it have an end somewhere? Even if it could go on, go for thousands, millions of miles, can you come to an end of it? No. Was it born? No. Can it die? Oh my word. Can it belong to one set of people and not to another? Can it belong at all to anyone? No. Can the mind exist outside of it? Is there anywhere that it is not? Does it reject anyone? May I ask, where is the distance between, is there a you and it? Would you have to stretch to catch it? Or, this is amazing. And look at that. I am simply asking you to be empty of the usual mind engagement. Just to leave it aside for a moment, because we can go back to that anytime at the end of this simple exercise. Let me ask you, are you under hypnosis at the moment? No. And what I wanted to discover here with this simple exercise, and to show you, when you are empty of all these things, empty of all your knowledge, university knowledge, home knowledge, everything, conditioning, I could ask you questions like these. Did you have to sit and think about your responses? Did you have to look it up in any encyclopedia? How you know these things? How you know these things? You said, I ask, is it an object? You say it is not an object. I ask you if it had any beginning. You said no. Does it have an end? You say no. Does it have a boundary? You say there's no boundary for it. I ask you, did you create it? You say no, you did not create it. Is it a feeling? No, it's not a feeling. Is it a thought? Is it you think about it? No, it's not thought. Can it fade? Like it was good now, but in maybe another hour it's gone. Can it go? I'm asking again now. It cannot go. Then I ask you, Does it judge? No, it doesn't judge. What about if I ask you, can it become sick, physically or mentally? And no, it cannot do that. And then I ask you, how close are you to it to be giving such direct responses? How much distance? How far is it? A few meters away? How far is it? You said there is what? Distance or no distance? No distance. No distance at all. So the reason why I ask you so directly, so that I can now make a conclusion about it, that if this is your responses, I didn't see anybody scratching their head or running to look it up from some YouTube or something. Directly your responses came, and immediately. Why? Because all that you are perceiving is about your own self, the true self. The true self. Does it have a history? Does it have a history, I'm asking? You see? This is a directly non-dual recognition of the self. Again, this is a direct non-dual recognition of the self you truly are. Can it leave you? So now we can go back and pick up your old stuff if you want. Because I asked you, you can leave it aside for a little bit so we can have this exercise so that you can be clear that you're not confusing this with your mind stuff. Okay? So, as promised, you can again pick up the old stuff about the mind and so on. So, if the mind comes in, can this move away? Oh, excuse me, the mind is coming. Can it move away? So, therefore, if mind comes in, it must come in within this. It comes in and go out like clouds in the sky moving about. But the sky does not go away. And this is the very essence of what I call the invitation to freedom. Simple exercise. What did you do? Did you do any spiritual gymnastics for it? So simply remember, when we get somehow caught up in the mind traffic, can this be lost? What is happening here is that the attention creates almost that there's a screen covering your natural awareness. But it's only apparently like that. It is not true. Can anything cover this pure awareness? I'm still asking. Can anything like the mind comes and says, okay, fine, I'm hiding the awareness now. I've shake my blanket, I cover. Can it cover the awareness and hide it? Would not the mind trying to cover awareness be also perceived in awareness as another cloud that passes also? Then if we have seen this, and if we are seeing this not by, mystical efforts, but simply by paying attention to the what is within you, then we have done very well today. We have done very well today. Is the isness, the what is, paying us a special visit today? Did it sign up for satsang as a visitation? No. It is always here. It is always here. So, thank you for this opportunity, and may I say bless each and everyone here today for your participation, for your attention, for your earnestness, and may you continue by the grace of the Self, by the power of God, to continue to deepen in this most important discovery. In my own words, I say the most important discovery in the human kingdom, to awaken and to continue to deepen in your discovery of the Self. May each one become increasingly a light in this world. A movement of silence and peace, of harmony and grace. A proof that the truth exists as the core and the source of this manifest universe. Let it be so. Let it be so. Om Shanti 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 Shanti. Om Namah Shivaya. Hallelujah. Amen. I would like to take a few moments just to sit, to bathe in your presence a bit for a while, if I can, for a few moments, and to sit. Thank you that we, even in times such as these, can have such opportunity to sit and to be looking together into, I don't want to say the most fascinating. I don't find that the Self is fascinating, but it's real. And to look heartward into the very source of being, and discovering that fundamentally this is what you are. Relatively and superficially, we are also this dynamic, active being moving in the world. We don't have to fight with that. That is not the problem. The problem is taking that to be what you are, which is essentially a changeful phenomenon, and that you continue to blossom in the immensity of the real. Thank you. Thank you. A few moments now. Thank you. That silence that is pervading your being is pouring out from the immensity of the timeless awareness that is. That formless space of pure awareness, being. Is our natural joy. The perfume of our natural state. You are in the proof of yourself. Keep it to yourself for now. Marinate in your seeing. Your earnestness wins the day. Your genuineness releases in you the love of God, the unbound peace of the real. For some time, it has been not dormant, but eclipsed and seemingly hidden, even to the point of feeling it does not exist for so many. And yet, good or bad, it is the very source and heart, the essence of all that exists. And you are in that very heart of self-discovery. Beautiful. Even to say continue like this, how to continue? You're not continuing anything, it just is. It manifests as continuity by itself. There's no person continuing anything at all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.